Hello, it's me again. Today, I want to talk to you about a problem. Okay, let's go. First of all, we're going to see some short clips, okay? Here we go. And I hope you find these educating. Okay. And
There was the question about family disintegration.
let's try this again.
Soft on communism, militarily weak. All of these notions, and the writing at the time is filled with this. Certainly, there was the question about family disintegration. People who were suspected of communist sympathies were first suspected in their personal behavior. Really wasn't so much if they had signed on the dotted line to be a member of the Communist Party. It was, well, do you think there's some homosexuality lurking here? Or, is this man a family man? Is this woman a loose woman? Is she likely to be a spy? Is she likely to create a situation around her that will corrupt men and make men weak and susceptible? There were all of these notions of respectability that were tied up in what it meant to be a real American, to be a patriot. So you have a lot of anti-communist crusaders who come right in on the attack on people's personal lives. And it was really in the realm of their behavior that they first demonstrated their 100% Americanism. So people defended themselves against charges by saying, look, I'm a family man. I bring home my paycheck and I've got my 5 kids and here's my wholesome wife by my side and I live in a nice suburban house, and how can you accuse me of communism? And there was really a lot bound up in this whole question of lifestyle. Now, lest we think that this is just something rooted in the subterranean world of popular culture or the maniacal world of someone like Joe McCarthy, let's look at the world powers. Let's look at Nixon and Khrushchev when they met and talked about the Cold War in Moscow in 1959. Well, what did they do? The famous kitchen debates, where Nixon went to Moscow, and it was the American exhibition. It was one of these first great sort of quasi-cultural political exchanges of the Cold War. The spotlight of the world was facing these two world leaders as they...
Okay, that's part 1. Let's go to part 2. If I could get to it. Here we go. Yeah. Do 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 do.
In their struggle to give their children equal educational opportunities, Black communities seized upon a revolutionary concept: school integration.
As the school year began in his second term, Eisenhower faced the gravest domestic crisis of his presidency. In the South, resistance to the desegregation of public schools turned violent.
I think the niggers should not enter the school with the whites, and if the niggers just keep on going, I think the whites should keep their children out of the school.
More than 2 years had passed since the Supreme Court outlawed segregation in public schools. As the day of integration neared, resistance in the South may have been encouraged by the perception that Eisenhower was sympathetic.
If ever there is a time when we must be patient without being complacent, when we must be understanding of other people's deep emotions as well as our own, this is it.
The firmness with which I intend to pursue this course
until the orders of the federal court at Little Rock can be executed without
Yeah. So why am I playing these tapes? I'll tell you. I'll tell you indeed. I I had an envision for this series, Late Boomer, to be like a bridge from the boomers to present day current events. And I must be on the wrong social media website because I think I'm getting shadow banned. They want people to do more innocent products, projects, like a kitty, cute movies about kitties or food or any of the cultural rot we have in this country, or self centered stuff like meditation. And it's not working here. And this platform, it's not doing it for me. So I'm gonna put it into this series because it's not catching on. I will, time for time, put out a video called Quick Response, but this is going to have to do. I the stuff that you just saw is where I came from. I came from a time of paranoia, hatred, anger, racism, sexism, and now the baby boomer conservatives like me denied it ever happened. They say, don't let them shame us, this shame them. Of course, we of the new left back in the 60s made fun of liberals because they were not militant enough. That's why we made fun of them. So now, everything is a meme to make fun of liberals. Some of them got too serious. You think Joe Biden was the last hope in hell to stop fascism. What was so funny when fascism was actually happening back then? The Democrats would never ever use the word fascist. Now you can't get the idiots to shut up about it. Fascist this. If you don't do this, we're going to have fascist this and fascist that. What took it so fucking long? They didn't even say the word capitalism because they don't want people to think that they were communists. So they said free enterprise or free market. So I tried my best. And all I gotta say now is, as far as this series goes, okay? Okay.